When you succeed in hurting a narcissist and making him tormented, this is the scariest thing you will experience. Narcissists selectively target individuals whose vulnerabilities and empathetic nature make them likely sources of material or emotional resources. Through this manipulative tactic, narcissists aim to enhance their own image and fulfill their objectives. Given the opportunity, they will push the boundaries of what they can exploit, leading to an ongoing power struggle. Over time, this dynamic rapidly escalates, causing emotional pain and coercing victims into surpassing even greater limits. The prime targets for narcissists are those who rely on them for their self-worth, feeling trapped without their presence. Individuals who have endured long-term manipulation and deception, often starting with a narcissistic parent, are particularly susceptible to this detrimental pattern. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation for choosing to watch this video. If you're new here, your mission is to uncover the secrets of narcissism. Your support means the world to me, and I want you to know that before we dive deeper into this discussion. While not all external displays of narcissism are inherently negative and can sometimes stem from imbalances in brain functioning or physical injuries, narcissistic rage can manifest in a range of ways, from blatant acts of violence to covert expressions of simmering resentment. When deprived of the excessive attention they crave, narcissists can become engulfed by a sense of worthlessness, leading them to engage with confrontational or passive-aggressive behavior. Paradoxically, their carefully constructed self-image crumbles under the weight of disappointment. It may seem contradictory, since narcissists place great emphasis on their appearance, but such is the reality. Now, let's explore the impact of narcissistic injuries on these individuals. To what extent do they acknowledge or diverge from them? How does such vulnerability affect them if they pride themselves on being indestructible? Narcissistic wounds vary greatly from one individual to another, eliciting various responses. However, our focus will be on the most severe narcissistic injuries and the potential reactions associated with them. These wounds, often termed a wounded ego, strike at the core of the narcissist's pride and inflated sense of self-importance as they target their false self. The intensity of the injury may influence the narcissist's reaction, but regardless of its depth, their behavior remains consistent. To keep our discussion concise, let's quickly examine the typical response of a narcissist when their sense of self-importance is wounded. In such instances, narcissists experience guilt and frustration. Consequently, their attention redirects towards seeking vindication. Irrespective of the magnitude of the transgression, forgiveness becomes inconceivable for narcissists. They make no effort to comprehend or seek resolution. Instead, their focus fixates on exacting revenge and inflicting harm. Conducting smear campaigns, whether privately or publicly, stands as one of their preferred methods of punishment. A narcissist may initially exhibit cruelty and abruptly alter their behavior. This isn't even addressing the long-lasting smear campaigns that can emerge from other forms of injury, which can provoke even more insidious behavior from narcissists. This is because when their sense of self crumbles, and they are confronted with the truth of their true nature, a narcissist can perceive it as an egoic death, resulting in deep-seated embarrassment. Various factors can trigger a narcissist to resort to extreme measures, aggravating their inner wounds once more. In the video, I extensively discussed how isolation, public humiliation, and personal insults exert a particularly potent impact on narcissists. Those possessing a combination of these abilities pose a substantial threat to the narcissist, prompting them to either go to great lengths to avoid such individuals out of fear or fixate on inflicting harm upon them. In the latter scenario, witnessing their tormentor offers people a semblance of relief as it confronts the narcissist with the unvarnished truth. They genuinely disdain the other person, unable to maintain pretenses any longer. The narcissist may even harbour fervent wishes for the person's demise rather than contend with their presence. Severe narcissistic injuries inflicted upon individuals with extreme personalities like narcissism can have far-reaching consequences, impacting not only the victim, but also those around them. The subsequent actions of the narcissist hinge on the intensity of their prevailing emotions of anger or despondency. If consumed by fear, they may feel trapped and bereft of hope. Even when narcissists reluctantly acknowledge their mistakes and attempt to seek help, the likelihood of their success remains minimal. In cases where their hatred towards someone becomes unfathomable, they may resort to placing curses or hexes on their victim, hiring individuals to inflict harm upon them, or even resorting to other extreme measures. Narcissists are willing to instruct anyone to engage in any act, as long as their connection to these actions remains untraceable. When wronged by another narcissist, the darker aspects of their nature become more evident. They may attempt to garner sympathy by portraying themselves as victims, yet this only serves as a diversion from their true intentions. However, professionals possess the expertise to identify the roots of their anger and assess the severity of their issues. They can offer invaluable insights based on direct observation and experience. When narcissists experience an injury, they undergo a cascade of negative emotions, including fear, anger, resentment, and deep embarrassment. This often results in heightened levels of depression. Narcissists crumble under multiple rejections or perceived slights, unable to withstand the blows to their ego. Like any wound to the sense of self, narcissistic injuries leave lasting scars. The constant influx of criticism renders them unpleasant to be around. If a narcissist consistently feels frustrated, they may resort to violence or display signs of mental instability. Narcissists harbour little interest in healing past wounds and moving forward. As they age, their resistance to self-acceptance and acknowledgement of their own flaws becomes hardened. When someone's pride is wounded, it is crucial to offer them an opportunity to seek help and support. We sincerely hope you found value in this video. Can you recall a time when you unintentionally caused someone to feel uneasy about themselves and observed their reaction? We eagerly await your return. Your presence is always cherished. Feel free to ask questions or share your feedback in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications for future videos. Thank you for graciously devoting your time to watch this.